Don't spring for the extended warranty. You just won't need it.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Welcome to HopeTech. How may I help you? How can I direct you? Miss Anaya can take care of you. She's to my left on this floor. If you have an appointment with Ron Hope, he's on the top floor. He's very busy, so if you don't have a meeting scheduled, he may not be available. If you need anything else, just grab me.
Keep an eye on your valuable. We'd be dust except for the factory.
We ran out of tungsten midway. Portside weight is 1.03 heavier than starboard. Boss lady wants to know if we have to start from scratch.
I don't see why. As long as the outside stays the same, you'll have the same atmospheric behavior. And thrust is all that matters once you're in hot vacuum. Just strap some extra plating on it, and that should do it.
Thanks, Doc. Howdy. Hey.
Oh, hello. I'm not used to people wanting to talk to me. Oh, it's marvelous. Generally, they only care about efficiency, cost-effectiveness, and reliability. Oh, sure, there are the odd complaints about comfort and lack of decent airflow, but they almost always side with the numbers. Well, all of them. I've been with Mr. Hope since near the beginning. I think he appreciates my attention to detail and my focus on the fundamentals. Although he has been hinting that the R&D budget may dry up if I don't produce results. Sure. Bye.
He's got a degree in starship engineering. Didn't even score an interview.
To work here. Really?
HopeTech's the best damn job in the system. Okay, hello.
I just want hard to get better prices for a hauler.
Just waiting. You ever check out the prices at Trident?
Sorry, I have a mountain of work to do.
Pardon. I hope you're having a great visit to HopeTech.
What I need is a coffee machine right next to my desk.
Off-worlders. Nothing good ever comes from them.
Cosette, we had to break up a scuffle among some of the engineers. The timetables got everyone. Well, no, but
I don't believe we have a meeting scheduled. You must be looking for someone else.
Our duty. Mr. Hope's protection and welfare is my sole concern. If we distract ourselves with other matters, our edge dulls. But if something happens right in front of my people, we will call it in.
Thank you, Cosette.
Enjoy your visit to HopeTek. If you'll excuse me, I am on duty.
evening, sir.
You're making things harder for yourself.
You get the credits. We got what you need. Our motto is, they're trucks in space. And captains pushing freight through the systems are our bread and butter. But HopeTek builds solid. A lot of formidable scout ships and even military rigs use HopeTek. I worked the freight lines flying a HopeTek ship for near a decade. Gertrude saw me through plenty of scrapes and just hard travel. HopeTek ships will save your life. It did mine. Excellent. I have hours of it. Let me show you our inventory. Workers like to play hard here.
Ron Hope's the best thing that happened to us.
Been a long time since I've been to Wait! Go! Make up your mind! Hello. Suppose I have time for a nap before we leave?
All thrusters firing. Apogee kick complete. Orbit steady.
Likely to find it. We understand each other.
I have things for you.
Hey there, got an update for me? Good. I'll let our techs know everything is in place. Now, on to the next, right? Oh, but before I forget, the results of your Astral Lounge escapades are in. I'm happy to say that the deal was officially called off. Masako was very pleased with the outcome, so she arranged the bonus through Linden. Apparently you said all the right things when it came to Arthur. Quantum Synergies actually reached out to us to negotiate the potential deal. I wouldn't hold your breath on that one. Several other parties will be involved in that deal on a more legitimate level. And believe me, bonuses like this for operatives are few and far between. Not to mention you scored big in the reliability department. It makes this next assignment seem a bit lackluster, but it still carries weight. In order to stay on top of the market, we have to know what our competition is doing. The next assignment requires a more brute force approach, since the chances of them sharing that information is unlikely. Correction. You are going to steal from them. Don't forget, if you get caught, Ryujin will deny all knowledge. Good. Luckily, there aren't many, besides the usual. Your target is a prototype schematic for a new engine that Trident Luxury Lines is working on. According to the rumors, it's projected to be 17% more efficient than any engine on the market. The current schematic was sent to their Star Yard to begin prototyping, so they could be in the office area or the factory floor. The Star Yard is a mix of sales floor and manufacturing. If you're looking to blend in, you've definitely got options. It's not too far, in Aquila's orbit, so hopefully your ship's ready. You'll find the Trident Luxury Line Star Yard orbiting Aquila in the Cheyenne system. Remember, same rules apply. Don't get caught, and don't make a mess.
You've entered Freestar Collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Trident Luxury Lines welcomes you. Feel free to dock and talk with our courteous sales representatives.
Hello, Captain.
If you have any questions about our product line, it was my pleasure.
Haven't seen a lock picked that easily since I traveled with Vladimir's soul.
Triton has been defining elegance for generations.
Hey there.
I picked up something you might be interested in. We're free and clear for flight.
I have things for you.
Yeah?
Just the person I wanted to see. You got that schematic? Good work. R&D's been looking forward to this one. I need to deliver this to Vina so she can start the reverse engineering process, but first, Ularu wants to see you. I've upgraded your security level so you can access the executive floor, where her office is. Tell her assistant Maeve you have an appointment. I won't be far behind, in case you get lost.
People that
Was the single
That is an absolutely gorgeous statue. The craftsmanship, it's unparalleled. I wonder if it was hand-carved.
Can I help you? Name an appointment. That's neither your name or appointment. If you're expected, I need that information before allowing you in. So again, name and appointment.
He's with me, Maeve. We have an appointment with Ularu. She should be expecting us.
Thank you, Imogene. I'll mark you down as confirmed. Ularu's in a meeting with Genevieve, but they should be done any minute now if you want to wait right here.
Thanks, Maeve.
Well, sooner than I thought. Looks like Ularu's ready now.
You know, if they aren't willing, that leaves us with only one option.
Ularu, is that always your response? I don't want another PR mess on my hands.
Yes, Viv, because you're Sidonia is an industrial town. Next time, why don't you bother someone else?
My next appointment's here.
Fine, but you can break this news to Alexis at our next meeting.
Don't wander into...
Good. You're finally here. The one I've been hearing so much about. I'm Ularu Chen, head of operations here at Ryujin. So tell me, what do you think of your new job so far? In that case, it sounds like our initial impression of you is turning out to be quite accurate. Now, my dear Jeannie here says you've been through the basics of what we do, and pulled off success every time.
5 successful standard assignments, and 1 specialized.
And on top of all that, a flawless record. It's no wonder they love you up here. I happen to have a personal assignment that I'd like to send you on. One that involves meeting up with an outside contact. Jeannie seems to think you're more than capable of handling it.
He's the best operative I've ever hired.
Let's not forget the only operative you've ever hired. Meeting with outside contacts isn't always as straightforward as your past assignments. Some can be fickle or demanding, so you'll need to decide how to handle them and what decisions to make on the fly. Good, because if not, I can't imagine we have much use for you here at Ryujin. Your contact is Simon Rychek. He claims to have information on a new project that Infinity Ltd is working on. He said it's a game changer that Ryujin would be especially interested in, so his asking price is the big thing to consider. Finance will reimburse up to 1,000 credits, so if you have negotiation skills, use them. Simon's been working with us for years, so he'll pose no threat to you. He's paranoid, which is why I assume he's never been caught. But his information is typically worth it. Now, in order to confirm your identity, Simon prefers code phrases. I'll let Jeannie give you the details on this one because the concept is just beneath me.
Simon is into sports, so he enjoys any opportunity to talk about them. At some point, he'll casually say, "Looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year." You get to respond with, "Razor Derby is the only real sport." Got it?
Oh my god, you corporate types never cease to amuse me. Now I feel like I'm trapped in some kind of spy thriller B-movie.
They're a batball team that sucks. They have about as much chance of winning the Universal Championship as Aurora does of going legal outside of Neon. Simon despises batball though, which is why he crafted that response you give in return. You'll find him in Sidonia, so I hope your ship's fueled. Just look for him above the Lux condos in the plaza.
You spoke very highly of this one, Jeannie. Let's hope he doesn't make a liar out of you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some things to take care of.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Ryujin seal. Smoke.
I have things for you. Building Sidonia completely underground was a clever way of keeping the city shielded from the harsh Martian landscape. Perhaps something we might be interested in.
If you're going to use the elevators or stairs to reach the upper level,
Look at this place. I can't imagine being cramped down here, choking on the fumes and the dust. No trees, no grass. It's depressing.
Hey, you buy from me, maybe I can give you the same discount I give to locals. Hello, welcome to the Sidonia UC Exchange. The best goods, all courtesy of the United Colonies, straight to all of the wonderful UC soldiers, workers, and other citizens. I've got a little of this, a little of that, and maybe a little of some other things you wouldn't expect to find at the UC shop, But that's because I try to provide for everyone here. So, please, browse my stock and let me know what I can get for you, friendo. Do I have any good deals, you say? Friendo, I am full of good deals. My prices may be fixed by UC pencil pushers many worlds away, but I may find ways to work with you. For example, I buy things to refurbish and resell. You bring me these, I give you credits, and we make deals. Take a look. See you later, friendo.
Sidonia, what a dump. You lost? Or just come to ask an out-of-work miner how his day's going. Yeah. I just wish Sidonia had a bit more to offer while I'm trying to enjoy my unemployment. Not much in the way of entertainment around here. Speaking of, looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year. You think you're funny, huh? I know your type. Come back when you know how to take your job seriously. Can't wait to get out of this place. You lost? Yeah. Not much in the way of Speaking of... Get lost, kid. You lost? Yeah. Not much in the way of... Speaking of... Not a sports fan, huh? Why don't you take a hike? You're damn right it is. I heard they were sending someone new. Nice to see you made it. I have information on a deal being proposed between Infinity Ltd and Deimos Staryards. It's my belief that your employers would be highly interested in the details. So I'm upping my price. It's steep, yes. But that is why I'm also offering a little side job if you can't pay up.
Well, that's a bit of a steep price for the information. I think you're overreaching.
Glad you see reason. As you may guess, being an informant is not without its risks. I've heard there's a merc in Saturn's orbit who'd like to cross my name off her list. Milai Liskova. If you take her out and bring me her gun as proof, I'll consider my fee to be waived. She's a freelance mercenary, used to work for Inception Technologies. But she likes her independence, so she went into business for herself. She specializes in killing for the right price. So before you get any second thoughts, you should think of it as doing the settled systems a favor. Liskova has a sentimental attachment to that gun. Even named it Ember. She'd never just hand it over. It saved her life once or twice. Seems whenever it falls into enemy hands, it has a tendency to backfire or jam. On top of that, she's superstitious, which makes the gun all the more precious to her.
Now wait a moment. I don't believe murdering bounty hunters was included with the corporate job description.
You're doing me a tremendous favor. Just know she won't go down easily, so be prepared. Malai's ship is called the Datura, and like I said, you can find her in orbit around Saturn. Just remember to bring the gun back as proof.
Captain. Hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived your most... You may. I have no concept of privacy. Let me know if I can be of assistance in the future.
You, Captain.
Hey there, Captain. Hey, what's up? Bye, Captain.
Holler if you need me.
It's always a swell day when we get to chat. I've got no problem with that. Difficult and lonely are the first words that spring to mind. My folks moved to Aquila out of necessity, not because they thought it'd be easy. They had decades of survival experience between them when we got there. There were still plenty of close calls. Damn near everything wanted to kill us out there. And we had to be tough as Kevlar and stubborn as gravity just to make it to sundown every day. Sometimes. I don't miss having to check around every corner for predatory aliens, but there's something magical about living off the land. When a place is providing for you, you learn to see it as more than just a landscape. And that's how I feel about Aquila. It's mean and prickly, and it don't like people much, but it's home. I'll always have a special place in my heart for it.
Good chat, my friend.
I'm looking for a lot of people, and none of them are any business of yours. Simon's been trying to kill me for years, and failed. Miserably. So, why haven't you opened fire, hmm? Talk. Simon will never stop. The man will hold a grudge until his dying breath. Perhaps, but just how do you propose we manage that? Because I intend on staying very much alive. He wants the very thing that protects my life. Of course he does. He knows I would never... All right. You can have Ember. But you'll have to come aboard to get her. You have my word, you won't be harmed, for whatever that's worth.
Nice clean dock, Captain.
I'm impressed. Simon managed to find someone with guts to come after me. I suppose it shouldn't surprise me that he wants Ember as proof of this. He knows I'd never part with her. The first time Ember and I met, she was pointed right at me. And then backfired on the gloating bastard who thought he'd won. She's saved my life more times than I care to remember. In my line of work, we're always in and out of the fire, if you know what I mean. We were a thing for a while, until the coward sold me out. I'm sure he regrets it, considering I survived the attempt on my life. And now, I live to blackmail him and make his life a living hell. So if Simon told you I wanted him dead, it's a lie. I want him very much alive. And suffering. I don't think so. You really think I'd let you just waltz onto my ship and I'd hand her over? If you knew anything about me, you'd know honesty isn't my strong suit. The only truth here is that I've intended to kill you since the moment you set foot on my ship. Your ship, of course. I'd hate to risk damaging something I could easily sell. Plus, this way I can simply climb aboard to see if there's anything of value, rather than have to sift through debris. Any access cards I need, I can just take off your dead body. I'll make it quick, I promise.
This'll be fun.
See if they've got any weapons or ammo.
Got your back, Captain! Damn!
Nothing like the thrill of a good fight.
You didn't put us in the planet, so we must go.
What can I do? Need some work done? Nothing for us to do. Okay, no problem.
I have something when you have a moment. The community center on P1 is...
Sidonia can have a depressing effect on some people.
Look who survived the devil herself. Well, either that or you decided to pay up. Well, with an attitude like that, I take it the job's done. Wait a minute. You spoke to that lie-weaving terramorph? You should have just outright killed her. Cool those thrusters. She's lying, I swear. We have a history. A long one. Love, hate, betrayal. It's all in there. I screwed her over one too many times, and she's been out for blood ever since. Blackmail? Ew, I wish. That'd be the least of my worries. I may have given her name to the UC at one point, but believe me, once I escaped, I wiped all the data they had on her. Only it was too late. They sent a unit after her. She and her sister escaped, but her brother wasn't so lucky. But before you go feeling sorry for him, don't. There are ecliptic mercs, House Varun zealots. Ram made them look like saints. Did I ever? These days I take great care when it comes to making enemies. If I'm going to piss someone off, it's with good reason. So, back to business. You got the gun. Just allow an old man a moment. It's strange. I always imagined I'd be happy knowing she's gone. Perhaps I've been running so long now that it will just take time for the relief to set in. You know, why don't you keep that gun of hers? I think it's time I left the past behind. Yes, let's. Enough about the past. The information I have is on a deal for something called Project Dominion. I'm giving you 2 slates. They contain surveillance and interaction data for Stanley McMillan, the Infinity rep, that I obtained myself. I'm also giving you a 3rd slate because you're going to need to download the files on Project Dominion off his computer yourself. Best guess is it has something to do with Infinity getting into the NeuroAmp business. Stanley McMillan seemed to think Ryujin would be the one company threatened by this news, so their entry must involve something big. Nice doing business with you.
Short stick at work or what? Infinity sent me to get Deimos to bite on a deal. Who's even got a catchy code name? Project Dominion. Sounds like world domination to me, buddy. I'd buy into that in a heartbeat. Right? I'm telling you, this Project Dominion is the real deal. We ought to be selling this to Inception or Quantum. Hell. You should be in the Astro Lounge making Ryujin Industries beg for that tech. Ha! That'd be the greatest irony of them all, but not this baby. Dominion is finally gonna put Infinity first. We'll beat Ryujin at their own game.
It is your civic duty to report any unauthorized mining to Sidonian security.
There are
Did you know Deimos makes the majority of the ships for the UC Navy? If you ask me, that's a hell of a lucrative contract.
I'm a bit busy at the moment. Lots of business operations to operate and all that. Mining must be a fun job, or else why would we keep getting so many applicants?
Traveling with a criminal.
Day, another limb or digit to reattach due to an easily preventable work accident.
Let me guess. You're here because you were working a cutter, accidentally nipped your thumb off, and you need me to reattach it again? Well, that's a relief. You'd be surprised how often it happens. Sorry. I tend to think the worst, since the overwhelming majority of my patients come here to treat entirely preventable accidents. I know it's my job to help people, and I love doing it, but I do wish they'd be a little more careful down in the mines. I'm Dr. Flynn. What can I do for you today?
Bollocks! Is that how I come off now? Ah, work's getting to me, I suppose. It's just... You see, no one on this bloody planet seems to follow basic safety precautions. It's always, Dr. Flynn, reattach me arm, or help me with this frostbite. Well, maybe if you took the time to properly dress yourself for the outside, you wouldn't be losing your fingers, you idiot. Sorry for the rant, just for a change, I'd rather be treating a common cold, and not some horrific yet entirely preventable accident.
Well, let's see what's wrong with you. Really? You came to me for that? Okay. Sure, if that's what you want.
Of course. Just try to make it quick in case things get busy. Stay healthy.
Keep a lookout. Notify us if you see anything suspicious.
Hey, welcome to the Sidonia Trade Authority. How's it going? Can I help you? Cool. That's what we do here. See you around.
What was the name of that guy that contacted the job?
Anything I can help you with? Got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority's always buying. Kiosk right here for you. I'm sure you can find something you'll like. Okay, no problem.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Stay out of trouble.
out of yours.